Hey, wanted to give an update on the garden here. Everything that's basically done. It looks kind of messy right now, but hey, for this purpose of this video, it'll work. Well, today I built a compost bin out of scrap wood. So that's where my compost for my dirt's gonna go. I made another little raised garden bed here. Simple one. I got a raised garden bed over here. Inside this raised garden bed, there's beans and peas on this garden bed. It only gets 4 to 6 hours, as you can see. The sunlight, it's the end of the day, so the sunlight's now, it's going to peel back over, all the way over, and then it's going to get dark again. In the morning, it goes the opposite way. So it only gets about 4 to 6 hours, so I just put beans and peas there. And I got beans and peas inside these little ones right here. All that is beans and peas and cherry seeds. See if I can grow some cherry trees. I don't have anywhere to plant them, but maybe somebody else might want them. Maybe I could take them over to Brother Randy's house and he could throw them in the ground or something. And this bed right here is peppers. Before it had peppers in it, but what happened is the black plastic under, I didn't put holes in it, so it flooded. And when it flooded, it killed all the peppers. So now I got new peppers in there that's gonna come up. I got seeds in there, so however long it takes, I know it's pretty late in the season, but it really doesn't matter as long as I can harvest seeds off of those peppers by the time it's done. Over here is tomato plants. I got all tomato plants over here. I just planted that one. That one right there is called San Marzano or something like that. I don't know how it's going to turn out. They're going to be medium-sized tomatoes. Right here, you have Tomato Juliet. Now, if anybody's wondering what type of tomatoes to plant, if you want to get results, and because there's so many different types out there and you're not 100% sure what you will get results from, I'll give you what I have and the results that I have from these tomatoes. I had right here in the place of it Pink Caspian. This used to be the spot for Pink Caspian right here. But, see, I used to be Pink Caspian. But Pink Caspian, it was an heirloom and it ended up getting some type of disease. So I had to get rid of Pink Caspian before it would, spread to my other plants. This right here, Tomato Juliet, it's a good plant. This one bears small tomatoes. As you can see, it's already starting to flower right there. You got the flowering going on. And then Juliet has the tomatoes on there too. So Juliet's a good one if you want small tomatoes. One key thing on tomato plants is prune off the suckers. The suckers grow in between the joints right here. They grow in between there. And pop them off. If I find one, I'll show you one. But Tomato Juliet is a good tomato plant if you're trying to grow small tomatoes. You'll get good results with that, and it grows tall. This plant is about up to my chest, and I'm about 6 feet tall. So it's pretty tall right now. Then this one right here, right next to it, is called Sweet Gold. And as you can see, it's flowering good too. And over here, you got all the tomatoes coming in over here. You see them? So Sweet Gold is a good tomato plant. It's the same way. See, the plants that produce smaller tomatoes, it seems as if they're not the bushy kind. So this one and that one, they're small tomatoes. This one also, as you can see, it's already flowering as well, and it's growing. And this one doesn't have any tomatoes on it, but it has a lot of flowers growing. And let me show you something about this one. This one, by the way, is called grape tomato. So this one, the way it grows its tomato stems here is it comes right off the leaf. Goes, let me see. So you got the leaf there, and it grows up like one of the leaves that come off, but it actually produces tomatoes. You see? So whenever you see suckers, make sure you take them off. And be careful when you take suckers off, because if you take off too much skin, this could happen. You see that? Right there? That can happen. So you want to be very careful with taking off suckers. Right here, I got this one's called Park Beefy Boy. And these ones produce beefy tomatoes, just like its name, as you can see. So I got the beefy tomatoes coming in there, all through there. See if I get a good view here. See? So got the tomatoes coming in. This one's about up to a little bit higher than my waist. Right there, that's beefy tomato. Right next to it, you got Boxcar Willie. Boxcar Willie also produces a good amount of tomatoes here. You can see him he's just starting to get his tomatoes coming on there. Give them a little bit longer, and they'll get big. But he produces the big tomatoes. He doesn't produce small tomatoes. So Boxcar Willie, Park Beefy Boy. If you're looking for, oh yeah, and they're bushy ones too. I guess the bigger the tomato is, then the plant's more bushy. I don't know how it works. I'm not a tomato expert. But from the ones I got, these are the ones that I'd say you'll get your results from. I haven't had any problems as far as diseases go from backsplash. Like you can see here, I cut all the ones at the bottom off to prevent backsplash from getting on the leaves and then spreading up the leaves and killing the plant. That might have happened to Pink Caspian. Maybe that's why Pink Caspian died. I don't know. But five tomato plants that I'd say get good results from is Tomato Juliet, Gold Sweet or Sweet Gold, Grape, Park Beefy Boy, and Boxcar Willie. You get good results. I've been growing these for about a month now. No, a little bit over a month. And that's the results. Like I said, you know, the two right there in the back, they're about up to my chest. I'm about 6 feet tall. So I'm going to have to find something to actually prop them up more, because I know they're going to keep growing up. They're going to grow up pretty high. What else here? Peppers. They don't look as good as they were looking, but they look good. Good enough to produce my peppers. Alright. This one right here, you see these green peppers. Well, not green, but Golden Summers. They're just green right now. See? They're growing on in there. And there's another pepper one, and you know, doing good. That's jalapenos over there. That's pepper gypsies, Thai dragon, Hungarian wax tomato, peppers, and I forget what this guy is in the front. I think he's a bell pepper or something like that. But they don't look as good as they were looking. The reason why they don't is because they're not the same plants as they were in the beginning. Some boy came and took 13 of my plants and got rid of them, so I had to, I don't know what he did with them, but I had to transplant new ones, and I think they went through the shock or whatever, but they're not producing, because the original ones are the ones in the back there that you see, are the tall ones right there, the ones in the back. Those are all the originals. So that's what the rest of this bed should be looking like, but it doesn't because I had to transplant. But that's basically it. So you got the tomatoes, you got the peppers, you got more peppers coming in here, you got beans and peas, and you got beans, peas, and cherry tree seeds in there. And that's what I threw up today, threw it together, was my compost. For my compost when I make organic compost and that. But just want to give you an update of what's going on here. So, you know, you don't need a lot of space to get a lot of things done. That's what they usually tell you, that you need a whole lot of space. But with this minimum amount of space, I was able to work and get a good amount of space to garden with right here. So, you know, 4 raised garden beds. Oh, 3.5 or 3.25 raised garden beds. my compost. You know, and I'm in the jungle. You know, I'm in the city here. I'm completely in the city here. So, but it's all about putting your hand to the plow and getting it done. You know, you could make excuses why you can't do it. You know, like Pastor said, you know, if you live inside an apartment, then grow a plant inside a pot. Put it outside, put it by the window, and grow it. You know, just to get a feel for it, and the joy that comes behind growing and raising your own crops. So, other than that, shalom. Be blessed, family.